finishing that off for us. Great job.
For me, considering everything that's been happening in the past 6 months or so, Sergio Perez really had his day finally for Red Bull in Baku. I think Sergio Perez really deserves a lot of credit for this victory, and I'm so glad that he won this race because it silenced all of his critics that have been around since the start of this season, and also it solidified that Red Bull really did make the right choice in signing Sergio for the 2021 season. And, I echo the same thoughts of Sebastian Vettel post-race, Feliz Navidad to Sergio Perez for for his second career victory.
I think he needs to work on his Spanish lessons.
I think he does, yeah. But yeah, massive congratulations to Perez, and he drove a fantastic race. I mean, his lap one was absolutely stunning, and he really made up for his qualifying mistake, passing those two fast cars right away on lap one, which put him right behind his teammate Max Verstappen. And I'm curious to get your thoughts, Tyler, but in my opinion, not only did he seal the 2021 Azerbaijan Grand Prix victory and his first win for Red Bull, to me, he sealed his future with Red Bull Racing with that victory. I think Helmut Marko and Christian Horner should just re-sign him right away after this race.
I think so too, Chris. And there was a point in that Grand Prix before Max crashed out during the pit stop cycle where I thought, oh, geez, he has a chance of overtaking Max on the overcut here. And he almost did if it wasn't for that the lengthy pit stop for Red Bull, which is unfortunate, but maybe it happens. Could have happened to Max. And, he had a real shot at, I thought they actually should have kept him out longer at first. I thought they should really try to overcut Max, but I know obviously with the championship in play, they probably didn't want to see Sergio maybe do the overcut and have Max upset. But he was flying out there all weekend. His lap one was phenomenal. He had a tough time during qualifying, but he made up all those positions on lap one and was in fourth place at the start of the race. So awesome to see from Sergio. And everyone was on him the first few races of the year, being, oh, he's not ready, he shouldn't. What a mistake this was. And what did we tell you here at the Back Markers F1 show? What did we tell you? We said, be patient. Sergio Perez is going to come into his own in a Red Bull car because he's a fantastic driver and he's the right driver for that car. And look what's happened. He's done it. So awesome to see, and just awesome for Sergio because after such a long stint with Force India and Racing Point, it's nice to see him get a win last year and now really solidify his career and his legacy of being one of the best F1 drivers on the circuit right now.
And with that victory as well, he became the only driver in this current hybrid era to win with two different constructors, of course, like you just mentioned, Racing Point and Red Bull. And that's a pretty amazing statistic, really. I mean, obviously, it's been a Mercedes-dominated era, but for him to make this jump, and what's interesting, too, about this is, remember at the beginning, Perez said, I need 5 races in order to get on top of the RB16B, and he showed moments of brilliance, second race in Imola, qualifying second ahead of Max Verstappen, even the first race in Bahrain with the troubles he had, cutting through the field to finish in the top 5. So the results, they haven't been there in terms of podiums, but the strength of the race pace has been evident really since race number 1, and now here we are, 6th race, right after he said it's going to take 5 races, wins that race. And it's not just, yes, he obviously got a little bit lucky, but even so, it would have been a clear 1-2 for Red Bull. He was doing a phenomenal job keeping Lewis Hamilton behind him, which is not easy to do. And I think that the Sky commentators were mentioning this, that he's not used to holding Lewis Hamilton, a 7-time world champion, behind him. I mean, sometimes it's happened in Racing Point when they're on different strategies, but he's on some worn tires, so it's usually just a quick overtake. But he's not used to that pressure, and he kept his head for 51 straight laps. And had Verstappen not crashed out, would have done an excellent job being that rear gunner for Max, this was the first race in really which we shown, Bottas was not in contention, and Perez did a phenomenal job as a team player. And also, I just love the fact that Christian Horner was so happy post-race on the team radio. Helmut Marko was extremely excited for Perez as well. So even though it was kind of a devastating day for Red Bull, Perez, as they said, kind of finished it off for them. So it was just great to see that whole Red Bull family come together.